Hello and welcome to Cleo Divine Tarot. Today we're doing a reading on your person's thoughts and feelings. We're going to be pulling some tarot and several oracle cards. So let's go ahead and select your group. We have group 1 here. This is the Before Tarot. It's one of my favorites. It's so beautiful. I love the yellow. Group 2 is going to be the Tarot in Wonderland. And group 3 is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. So go ahead and select which group calls to you the most. If you feel called to more than one, that is okay. I would personally go in the order you feel called. So say you feel called to 1 and 3. If you feel called to this one first and then you're hesitant, you're like, but group 3, I'd go watch this one first. Take the messages that resonate, leave what doesn't, and then go watch group 3. Okay? Pause here if you need to select your group. Your timestamps will be in the description box below, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, if you chose group 1, this is your reading. Welcome back. So for your person's energy, I do feel like they have been feeling very weak, very defeated, and hurt. Their thoughts are overbearing in this connection. When they think of this connection, it's like they feel very overwhelmed, a lot of pain, but it's like they've been healing a lot, and they're trying to, instead of thinking with their head so much and overthinking everything, they're trying to move into a state where they're listening to their heart a little bit more. This person does feel like there have been a lot of injustices in this connection, and things are finally starting to turn around and feel more fair for them. I feel like they have maybe made some decisions in the past that didn't feel so fair for the two of you. I feel like there was an opportunity for this person to step up or to make a decision in this connection. And I feel like you were probably not aware of this opportunity, but they decided not to take this opportunity, and it did cause some chaos in this connection. But things are starting to balance out. Peace is coming back. Happiness is coming back, at least for this person. However, they still do feel worn down. They do still feel a bit weak. This person is trying to figure out what they need to do next based on their intuition rather than listening to external sources. I feel like this person for a long time has been someone who seeks outside help in this relationship, maybe looking to family or friends or even you for, well, hey, what do you want to do next? Or what do you think we need to do to fix things? Or, how should we proceed as a couple? Or should we get back together if you're separated? Instead of listening to everyone else, they're starting to kind of look within and trust themselves and listen to what their heart is telling them. Like I was saying with this 3 of Swords in reverse, they are healing from past wounds, as well as some triggers that have come up in this connection. But I also see this as your person starting to lead with their heart rather than overthinking every decision that they make. Yes, we have the Hermit. Seeks solitude to focus intently on their inner life. Serves personal creativity. So your person has been withdrawing a lot from you and this connection, as well as everyone. They're really going within. Like I was saying with the High Priestess, they're starting to use their intuition and really guide themselves based on what they're feeling rather than their thoughts, because their thoughts will lead them. They have a fear-driven mindset, a fear-based mindset, and when this person lets their thoughts rule in romance and connections, it tends to go south very quickly, and this is someone who doesn't want this connection to go south. So I do see them taking a step back, being in their own energy, trying to release any fear, trying to lead with their heart, understanding their feelings for you more, and really trying to process things. But I also, it says serves personal creativity. So your person might be into writing music or poetry or writing a book or short stories, or even painting, doing pottery, photography, some kind of creative endeavor that is helping them to A, understand themselves more, and B, give them more peace about this connection. It's kind of just like a way to relieve their stress. I know the Nine of Swords hasn't come up in this reading, but I feel it. Like I can feel that kind of energy. Like a combination of the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands, where they feel very overwhelmed and very stressed out, and they're losing a lot of sleep lately. We also have Thief. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or their powers you think you lack. I'm seeing this person feels like you stole their heart. And that really scares them, because this person tries to think logically and they don't understand how you could do that, because they've never let anyone else in, or ever let anyone as close to their heart as they have let you. And you have just absolutely stolen it. And I feel like they're kind of confused on what to do and how to process that. And that might be part of why they're pulling their energy back. I also find it interesting in this card that this man is hiding his eyes. He's also very well clothed, many layers. His jacket it looks like a trench coat, so it's, you know, all the way down. This is someone who might have a fear of being seen. They have a fear of intimacy, have a fear of really revealing who they are. And even though you have access to their heart, I feel like there's parts of them that you have not seen fully yet, not in the light anyway. And I feel like that's what they want right now. We have Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So for those of you who are in separation, this person is thinking a lot about how they can bring you two back together, or together initially. This person does want some type of union, or wanting to level up this connection in some way. I see a lot of happiness being involved in this leveling up with the girl with the balloons. I don't know why. It just feels like this childlike innocence that is going to uplift the connection. We also have Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So for some of you, there may be someone else who's getting in the way. We do have a 3 and a 3. For others of you, I don't think it's a person. I think it's their mind, like their fear, their anxiety is getting in the way. Their ego is getting in the way, and their fear of intimacy is really kind of putting a wedge between the two of you at the moment. We also have Retreat, with the Hermit, and let your friends help you. So what was I saying earlier about this is someone who is kind of retreating into their own energy, but they're also, they have, for a very long time, they've looked to other people for help. And with this specific issue, with them wanting to reunite or level up this connection in some way, they aren't quite sure how to proceed with this 2 of Swords in reverse. It's like they feel like they're at a crossroads, but they cannot make a decision. They don't know which way to go. And instead of actually making a decision, they're kind of just sitting there waiting for something else to happen. And with the High Priestess, I was also saying that, you know, they're doing a lot of introspection to kind of find these answers and to find what step they need to take next. However, they're starting to realize that these are very big life-altering decisions for both of you, and this is something that isn't meant to be taken lightly. And so they might need someone else's help. Even with the Justice, they want to make sure that whatever decision they make, it's fair for both of you. I'm hearing like equal opportunity for all. So they want to make sure that in this next step or this next phase of this connection, whatever the next chapter is for the two of you, they want both of you to be happy and feel at peace. They don't want it to be unfair for either of you. So say one of you would have to put in more effort than the other. One of you might have to move farther than the other if you're long distance and are looking to be together. So they want it to be like the kind of meeting in the middle, really, is what they're looking for. But I do also, with this Retreat card, I see them wanting to not only, like currently they're, you know, thinking a lot and spending a lot of time alone, trying to process things, but I also see them wanting to like get hitched and just run away with you and just get married and just ignore the rest of the world and pretend like it doesn't even exist. So we have the Ladybug, good luck. It says, you are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. So your person sees how unique and how bright you are. You're someone who has such a beautiful and unique energy. Someone who's I feel like you're very in tune with your sacral chakra as well, which is why that seduction card could have possibly come up. You are so physically attractive to them as well. It's not just about physical attraction. However, they are very physically attracted to you. This person does see that there's a lot of potential for this connection, and they do see that if they make the right decision at the right time, that this will be very blessed and very abundant and long lasting. However, they want to make sure that they make that right decision. They don't want to let things fall. It's like they don't want a tower moment. They don't want to lose themselves in this relationship, but they also don't want to lose you. So we also have the elephant. Interesting. So the elephant is very loyal, very loving, family-oriented, intuitive. It's also very down to earth, very stable, sturdy, hardworking. This is someone who's very smart, can be very creative, and also someone who can... They're very, very wise and strategic and can either burst through any obstacle, or if they can't physically break through that obstacle, they will find a way to go around it and get to where they're wanting to go. And I see that's their energy towards you in this connection. For a while, they've been in this indecisive mindset, but they're currently figuring out what it will take in order to move this connection to the next step, to the next phase. They are actively listening to what's going on, listening to the energy that you're putting off, the energy of the connection, listening to their own energy, and even the energy of the world in order to... It's like they're trying to take in as much information as they can, condense it as much as they can, and think logically through it, but they end up overthinking so much that then they kind of try to shut off their mind and are trying to lead with their heart. But it's difficult for this person because this is not someone who is used to leading with their heart. We also have joy and creation. Oh my goodness. Okay, so creativity keeps coming up for this person. Your person, like I was saying earlier, may be someone who is into creative arts and they find a lot of happiness and comfort in those things. But I feel like this is also about them wanting to create something with you, creating a life with you, or creating art with you. Maybe it's someone who wants to make music or make art with you, or for some of you, they may want to have children with you. Something about bringing something into existence in this world is just so magical to this person, especially when you are involved. And with this joy card, I just see the sun mixed with like the Queen of Wands. You're someone who just uplifts this person no matter what you say, what you do, where you're at. They're always thinking of you. They're always feeling happy when they're thinking of you. You bring this comfort and joy to them. Even when you're not in their presence, even just the thought of you makes this person happier and feel less stressed and more uplifted. And I'm just like, you are like their delicate little flower. They want to protect you and make sure that you're happy as well. This is someone who, like I was saying with the Justice card, they want everything to be fair. They want you to feel the way they feel. And you make this person feel so happy and full of life, and they want to do the same for you. We have blessings and abundance. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Fall into my arms. And we have divine flow. Okay. So I was previously saying that this person feels like if they make the right decision, this connection is going to be very blessed and very abundant. But what they don't see is the fact that there are divine beings on the other side of this connection that are helping to push things forward, that are helping to move it into even more abundance and even more of a blessed state. There's angels on both of your sides that are helping to heal the two of you and to heal this connection and to help move it into this next phase. I feel like your person, this Two of Swords, with them being indecisive or being like at a stalemate, not really wanting to make this decision, it's because they didn't have enough information. And with the elephant, I was noticing the ears a lot and saying they feel like they're trying to take in all of the information they possibly can from so many sources. And they're kind of frustrated about that because they feel maybe they're getting too much information and it's conflicting arguments, and they don't know what to do because it's just it's like this information or sensory overload. But they have the answers that they need. They're coming to them. Okay. This person is getting ready to move out of this stressed mindset. They're going to be moving into a state of true knowing and listening to their intuition, because this feels like someone who doesn't often listen to their intuition. They listen to their own thoughts. So they do take their own advice more than other people's advice, but it's usually what they're thinking, and it's more logical rather than their intuition or their heart leading them. So I see this person just wanting to communicate with you openly about how they're feeling, and they want to hold you while they're doing it. So for a lot of you, this could be a long distance connection, or you could be separated or in limited contact. However, this person just want to hold you. I know that's not directly what this card means, but that's the feeling that I'm getting from this full layout is they want to touch you. It's like there's this physical disconnect between the two of you, and they're wanting to really bridge that gap as fast as possible, but they don't want to do it the wrong way, and that's why it's taking them more time than they had anticipated. Divine intervention or a divine flow is really taking the steering wheel here, and I think this person is starting to see that. They may not have seen that in the beginning. I feel like they were taking on too much responsibility in this connection. Not saying that, you weren't doing your part. That's not what I'm saying at all. But instead of having this co-creation between themselves and you and the universe to bring this connection to fruition or to bring it to the next phase, this person's been trying to do it all themselves and thinking, I have to be the one to make this happen. All of the responsibility and burden is on me. And this person is kind of starting to ease up a little bit and realize, no, my partner's doing their part. I'm doing my part. Now it's time for me to let the divine, to let the universe really take the wheel and just let everything unfold naturally, because the way that they're going, it's going to unfold anyway. And I feel like this person is kind of fighting the flow right now. And the only thing it's really doing is slowing them down and slowing the next phase of this connection down as well. So let's pull some extra tarot cards for you and see how your person is currently feeling. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. We have the Chariot in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands. Oh. And the Hierophant in reverse. Oh, okay, well that one wanted to come out. We have the Three of Cups as well. So with the Three of Cups dropping out the way it did off the bottom of the deck, your person is wanting a reunion with you, but it's just not quite there yet. It's not able to manifest just yet. They don't feel like they have, it's like they feel like there's something else they need to do or something else that needs to be in place. They're not ready for it just yet. But it's on the brink. It's so close, just not yet. And with the Four of Cups, I feel like they are, it's like they're dreaming of this reunion. And they're trying not to pay attention to the way they have felt in the past, because in the past, they were very disappointed by the fact that you two were not together or were in limited contact or weren't in that next phase. Whatever your story is, they were very disappointed and frustrated by it. However, now it's like they're not paying any attention to that disappointment. And instead, I feel them dreaming about this reunion and wanting to really manifest it, but they're just stuck. It's like they can't come forward. They know they need something else before it's going to actually happen. And I know I say this in a lot of my readings, but it happens so much in daily life. Like I feel with the Chariot in reverse, this person is standing in their own way. They're getting in their own way because, they're not truly letting go and letting God. They're not really letting go and giving things up to the divine to allow the creator to unfold everything the way things are meant to unfold. I do see this person having a lot of passion for you, but they're also, as much as they want to come to you, they have this desire to move towards you very quickly, but they also don't want to be very impulsive. And they want to make the right decision. They don't want to mess this up. This is someone who has deeper feelings for you than they're actually letting on. And they don't want their passion or their desire for you, their physical attraction, to get in the way of the deeper aspects of this connection. And they feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. If they sprint towards you very impulsively, based on pure desire, rather than, planning things out more or having more information or letting things unfold naturally, they feel like they're not going to get a full commitment out of this connection, or things are not going to be in place in order for this to last a long time. So, that being said, let's pull some advice cards for you next. Okay, we have the Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So, because this person is being so indecisive, it might be your time to kind of step up and make decisions, or talk to them about the fact that they're not making any decisions. For those of you in no contact, maybe it's time for you to reach out to them first. We also have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So I see like the Queen of Swords energy in this card. Very truthful, very honest, very communicative, but in a very respectful way. So I do stand by a lot of you. It may be time for you to reach out to this person or strike up a conversation about going to that next phase. Because for some of you, your person is afraid that you don't want this anymore. It's like your current phase feels like it's been dragged out for so long that that's kind of where you're meant to stay, even though it's not. And your person's like worried you won't even get to the next stage. So, there's this fear that they have that, well, it's been so long, they don't want me anymore, or they don't want me like that. Whether it's you were friends with benefits and they're considering a stable commitment, or if, you're planning on moving in together, whatever it is, they're afraid that you don't want it anymore. So I think that for a lot of you, you might need to communicate to this person that, hey, I do still want this. Hey, I do still want you. You have my heart. I still love you. And I want to move to the next phase with you. If you want to. I mean, please, this is just based on the cards that are coming out. But for the majority of you, I feel like that's what's happening. We have stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So some of you may need to meditate for a little while and kind of go within like your person is doing. Listen to your intuition, listen to your heart, and feel where that's guiding you to go. For a lot of you, you may be someone who is very in tune with the moon or the moon cycles, the phases of the moon. I'm seeing like people like actually as a couple stargazing like on a blanket in a field and like looking up at the constellations and the moon and just the night sky in general is like a little date, or when you get back together or come together and have that reunion, that's what you do. We also have abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks that you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. So if you're afraid that this connection is not going where you want it to go, I feel like you're also standing in your own way, kind of like your person is doing. And it may be time for you to take a step back as well and let the divine flow, right? Like this card says, this isn't just for your person. This is also for you as well. There's a huge transformation coming in your life. I see this, this butterfly as well as this flower here, and it just blooming, blossoming into something so beautiful and just thriving with life. And I see that's what's happening in your life in the coming weeks and months. You have this huge, beautiful blessing that is going to involve this person. And as long as you accept it and kind of take a step back and kind of get out of the way, I feel like you're going to be very, very happy with the results that come from this. Trying to separate these decks because they're stacked together. Okay. Let's see what other advice we have for you. Okay, we have weed. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. Some of you might need a smoke session. Some of you, we also have bloom. Attract more than butterflies. So I'm from these two cards specifically, I'm hearing out with the old, in with the new. Okay. So your abundance and your blessings that are coming in regarding this connection. I mean, we have two abundance cards right here. Those blessings that are coming in, you're going to have to make room for them. So kind of think of like decluttering your life. You have a closet full of clothes. You can't buy new clothes because you have nowhere else to put them. It's the same with these blessings and the abundance and the love that is coming in. You may not have room in your life for this person, and that might be part of the reason why they haven't come in just yet. In terms of the divine flow, right? You might not be aware of this. Your person might not be aware of this, but energetically, this could be happening between the two of you where there's just too much on your plate. So it might be time to figure out how you can make room for this person or make more room for this person if you truly do want to move into this next step or have them back in your life if you are separated. So, all right, group one, that is your reading for today. It was such a pleasure to have you here. If you did enjoy this, go ahead and subscribe for more content. And if you're interested in personal readings, I do offer those on my Etsy shop in the description box below. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Hello and welcome back. If you've chosen group 2, this is going to be your reading. So your person they just don't feel very happy right now. This is someone who feels like they are having emotional highs and lows. Their life feels very up and down, like nothing is going right for them. They're very frustrated. I feel a lot of anger coming from this group. Well, not this group, but this group's person, right? It's like they won't let you anywhere near their heart, which is interesting to me because this is supposed to be a romantic person that either you are interested in or you're both interested in each other. But there's something about this person. Maybe they're scorned, maybe they're hurt. I do feel like there might be some manipulative tendencies or some narcissistic traits within this person and the way that they do act or approach you in this connection. Now, this isn't to say that they are full-on narcissist or anything, but I do feel like this person will say things in order to kind of manipulate you into doing what they want. Or maybe it's like someone who will compensate. They'll do something very sweet out of the blue and you're like, oh, why'd you do that? And they say, oh, just because, but it really wasn't. It was because they wanted something. So I do feel like this person they feel very alone, even though they're in this connection with you. They feel very alone. Like things are not working between the two of you. There's this huge disconnect. You're unable to work together at something. You're unable to work side by side. Like you don't complement each other, at least not right now, not from your person's perspective. And I feel like for some of you people, this person, that sounds so bad when I say you people. I don't mean it like that. But for some of you in this group, I feel like your person did walk away. But they walked away hurting you. And they don't feel guilty about it. They don't regret it, unfortunately. We have Goddess. Light attribute. It says the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality, exploitation of the female nature and form. So if this is a masculine, this person could be very sexist or misogynistic. I do feel like this person is someone who might use sex to get what they want. We do have the Queen of Wands, which is a very passionate energy, not as sexually impulsive as, the Knight of Wands, but I'm very called to notice in this Queen of Wands, her heart is so far above her, so out of reach. This person does feel like they're driven more by passion than by pure love, and it's more physical attraction that is holding them. We also have gossip. It says awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. So for some of you, this person has gone to your friends, your family, your inner circle, and started spreading lies about you to these people that are harmful to you. It's like they're trying to turn your family and friends against you, as though they want you all to themselves. Like they're oh my gosh, this is a really heavy reading. So if this is not resonating at all, please click off of this one, because this one's pretty heavy. I do feel like this person's trying to just create, like, force you to be an outcast, like the black sheep of the family or your friend group, where everyone betrays you, everyone turns against you, no one wants to talk to you anymore, they don't trust you anymore, they don't want to be around you anymore, so that they're the only one around you. Because it's like they want you all to themselves. They get very jealous when you're around anyone else, or you're talking to or confiding in anyone else, even if it's your family or, you know, friends that you've known for a very long time. It's like this person doesn't care. We have palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. I feel like this card is really showcasing security more than anything. This person wants to secure you. They want to make sure you're not going to leave them for anyone else. They want to make sure that they're in control. They want to make sure that they hold a permanent place in your life and that you're tied down and locked down to them. A lot of devil energy is coming through, so if that card comes up, I will not be surprised at all. We have soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. So this person feels like you are meant to be a part of their life. Your lives are so intertwined at this point. There's no chance of untangling each other from each other's web at this point. They feel like they've got you so ensnared, so trapped, so wrapped around their finger that you're never going to go anywhere. And that's not to say that you won't. That's just how your person feels about you and about this current state of this connection, right? We have children. So some of you might have children with this person, and that's, you know, the whole wrapped around their finger kind of thing. Like, you don't want to leave because you don't want to hurt your kids. It says it is safe for you to love. So I feel like for those of you that don't have children, maybe you have pets that are involved and you don't want to shake up their lives either. I know pets can be, you know, like our children. That's how I see my pets. So they're my babies. And for those of you that don't have either of those, this could just simply apply to this person wanting to make this connection more youthful and childlike and innocent, at least to the public. But it's interesting to me because there's a boy, a girl, and a little puppy in the girl's arms. The girl is so focused on the puppy and so in love with the puppy and just trying to comfort it and protect it. She's not even acknowledging the boy's existence. And I feel like that might be what's happening in this connection. Your partner has manipulated you to such an extent that you don't even want to look at them because it hurts you so much. And you just want to focus on your children or your pets. Or, you know, creative hobbies, or, you know, some external circumstance to kind of get you by right now. We also have the deer, love. Oh, okay. So I didn't even read this one. I'm so sorry. We have it is safe for you to love. It says open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And we also have deer, which says love. Again, I feel like this is this person trying to persuade you to love them, to manipulate you into falling for them, to having emotions for them, but it's all conditional, right? It says, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So this person could be kind of playing on your self-worth, and playing with your self-esteem in order to manipulate you or convince you to fall in love. They maybe have convinced you that they are your source of love. They are your source of esteem rather than self-esteem. It's coming from an external source, but it's only coming from this person. We also have the frog. So the frog's an interesting card. It has a lot of meanings, but to me, from the rest of the cards that are laid out, I just see them in the middle of the storm. And there's someone who's weathered many storms before, especially with this Two of Pentacles, right? but they're facing a lot of depression about themselves. They're facing a lot of anger that is being directed outward when it really should be directed inward. There's a lot of self-hatred coming from this person as well. They're very colorful and have a big personality, but on the inside, it's just rage. On the inside, it's just hate. And it's so dark. It's like this black abyss inside of this person because they don't want to let any light in. Not yours, not their own, not anyone else's. They're just living in this darkness. And I feel like they've been there for a long time, and they have these emotional roller coasters just up and down, especially in romantic relationships where they're very, very unstable. We have prayer. This is interesting. Shows a glass of lemonade, and in one side of the prayer, it's a city, and on the other side, it's the country. I feel like your person is just, they may have like personality disorder, or like DID or something, or just show traits of that. You know, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything, but I do feel your person like being torn between two parts of themselves. So being torn one way by a more calm and simple side of themselves, a truer side of themselves, one that's meant to be shown. And then the other side is what they're portraying, and it's more of a very organized, very well put together person that doesn't really exist. A side that's very full of stress and very unhappy. They look abundant and wealthy and happy on the outside, but on the inside, they're really not. So I feel like your person is really praying and hoping that you'll see that other side of them. You'll see the simpler side of them. You'll be happy either way, really, but I feel like they're hoping that you'll see the other side. We also have discovery. Ooh. Heavy root chakra energy. So this person doesn't have a strong sense of identity. Like I was saying, they may have, you know, personality or identity issues. They have a lot of issues with security and safety as well. This is someone who, like I was saying, they're very dark on the inside. They don't let any light in, especially not their own. And so they don't even know who they are. And this connection may be something that's enlightening for this person that will allow them to learn more about who they are, right? But I do feel like you're triggering something in them, something that's shifting with their emotions and with their heart and with their love. I don't feel a huge shift, but I do feel them, like there's this little niggling in their heart that's starting to, I'm just seeing the Grinch, like his heart grew however many sizes. That's what I'm seeing with your person. Like you're causing them to open up a little bit more to love and causing their heart to grow a little bit more. Because right now it's microscopic. People question if they even have a heart anymore. We have angelic protection. We have right now, star bathing, and believe in the impossible. Okay. So I feel like part of this facade your person is putting on, I don't really, I mean, it is a facade, it is a mask that they're wearing, if not multiple masks. But again, it's because they don't even know who they are. They're wearing so many hats with so many different characteristics and, you know, so many different people wrapped up into one person. They don't know who they are. They've lost themselves. And they are starting to understand that now is the time for change. They need to really work themselves out and to open up to this connection before it fully dies. Especially if you have children involved. I see this person you know, starting to open up even more. Very slowly, but more, right? That's what we're looking for. More is better than nothing. I do feel like you're the one that's divinely protected more so than this person. That's not to say that they aren't, but I would also say that your children and fur babies are also being protected from a lot of this person's anger and this person's just emotional roller coaster. Like they're up and down. I mean, 1 minute they'll be angry and mad at you and yelling at you and screaming at you. And then it's like the next minute, literally like 2 or 3 minutes later, oh, I love you, and just hugging you and kissing you and, you know, doting on you. And especially if it's in front of children, I feel like it makes both of you uncomfortable, but this person's trying to right their wrongs by overcompensating. But this person's understanding a little more each day that there's a possibility of you still loving this person if they show you who they truly are, because they don't even know who they truly are, right? So on this journey, they're learning more about who they are and starting to slowly let go of these masks that they're wearing. And they're afraid that if they let all of these masks go, all of these characteristics and traits go, that you're no longer going to love them for who they really are, whoever they may be. But they're starting to believe that it is possible, that there is a chance. And I do see that's kind of what's causing them to open up a little bit more to the possibility of change. We have the Fool in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse. This person's so hesitant to open up and to make this change, and it's causing a lot of instability in this connection, as well as a home life. I feel a lot of you, oh my goodness, so many cards. I feel like a lot of you live with this person. And for those of you that don't, these personality issues are preventing you from living with this person. Either you're logically thinking about it and you're like, this isn't right. Or you're realizing the lack of compassion this person has. I do see your person trying to, they really struggle to show any true emotions to anyone, themselves included. I do feel like when they show you emotion, though, it's like these huge grand gestures that are way over the top and that probably don't mean as much to you as they think, because you might like that simpler lifestyle. You like the little things, right? Those are what's important to you, rather than buying them, you know, an expensive necklace. You'd rather them go to the kids' ball game or something. Like the home life is just turned upside down. But your person's having these internal struggles. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to choose. They're taking their time, though. But I feel like on your side, you feel like time is running out and this person needs to move faster, but they're very slow. Yeah, we have the King of Swords in reverse, the Hierophant. Some of you might be married, and the Page of Pentacles. Some of you, I really do feel like you're married or in some kind of commitment. You may not be able to leave easily with this person, and this person kind of conned you into this. It was something that maybe didn't have a lot of thought, and was very impulsive, and you know, this person just had you in your web, and they looked like this perfect, delicious 5-course meal and ended up being like a 10-cent pack of ramen. So I do see your person wanting to get rid of a lot of junk in their lives in order to be a better person for this connection, because as much as this person is having identity issues, they do know that they care for you. It does seem very twisted in a weird kind of difficult way to understand. But they do have feelings for you, and they do want this connection to last. They're just not being truthful about it. So I do see them trying to see what logical steps they can take next. But they're really struggling to get there. It's like they're moving very slowly, overanalyzing their options instead of just coming forward very quickly. I will say they're not coming from a place of emotion, though. Like, they're not making their decisions based on love or emotions. These decisions are being made on logic and stability rather than anything else. So let me see if we can pull some advice cards for you, group 2. See what Spirit wants to say. I'm gonna pull 2. All right, we have Leap. That Fool, but upright. You go first. The universe will catch you. For some of you, I feel like it might be time to leave this connection. There might be a lot of fears revolving around it, but it may be time to pack your bags and go. For others of you, I feel like this card is more about maybe you leading by example, loving this person unconditionally and giving to them even more, which I know a lot of people are going to be upset about me saying that. But sometimes when we love someone and show someone that we love someone from a place of truly unconditional love, it can transform their heart and really show them how to love unconditionally. We also have Take a Break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So again, for most of you, I feel like it's time to just stop worrying about this connection or move on. We also have Believe in Magic. Open your eyes and see the magic. It's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says that you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Yeah, I feel like you have a beautiful light about you that attracted this person, and you may have let this light dim to please this person. Maybe they were jealous of your success or your physical attraction or something. We also have Preserve. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. Leave no stone unturned and dream. Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. Some of you need to take a step back and just relax into yourself and into your life and just find a place where you're happy. Find people that you're happy around. So that is your reading for today, Group 2. If you did enjoy this reading, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you are interested, I do offer personal readings on my Etsy shop linked in the description box below. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Hello and welcome to Group 3. So let's look at how your person is thinking and feeling about you in this connection. I do feel like starting over here on the left, this Queen of Cups is how they see you. They see you as someone who's very beautiful, very emotional, very intuitive, emotionally stable, but also sensitive. You balance your emotions and you feel your emotions and you lean into them, but you don't let them overrule you and make too many decisions for you. They also feel like you are someone who has a very healing energy, something that is very attractive to many people. They feel like they are not the only one that's fighting for your affection. And I feel like they see themselves as this Page of Cups, as though this page is not necessarily worthy of a queen. This is someone who is very artistic and creative, but also intuitive. But they have like a more childlike innocence to them. It's more of an immature type of emotion. I always think of this card as like a type of puppy love, kind of. Or just like you haven't gotten past that honeymoon stage, maybe. It's like an infatuation. This person does have emotions for you. They do have this infatuation, this attraction, this love. However, with Justice in reverse, I feel like they've been dishonest about their feelings towards you. This is someone who's been trying to hide their feelings, trying to hide the fact that they love you and they have emotions for you and they have a space for you in their heart. They're hiding it because they feel like they just can't do it. They can't take that leap of faith into a new relationship. They can't be vulnerable with someone else after all the heartache that they've faced. There's this fear of being stuck. Which is funny because they're stuck in this limbo where they refuse to enter into a relationship, but they're scared that if they get into a relationship, they're going to feel stuck just in a different way. So I feel like this person's afraid of losing their freedom as well in a relationship. It's nothing, you've done. It's just from their past connections. They felt like they may have lost their identity or lost their freedom. And this person does not want to be tied down in that way. And they may be lying to you about how they're feeling because they're scared that you have their heart and you could say or do something very easily to sway them into being with you. We have the damsel. Understand the nature of healthy romance. It inspires you to rely on yourself. Also says, waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. Seduction. That's what I'm saying. This person feels like you could play into that damsel in distress character or attribute, and they will fall for it immediately. They will do whatever you tell them to do. They will be at your beck and call. Because they find you so beautiful inside and out. You are someone that really captivates them. But it's not only your looks, it's the way you act and the way you talk to this person and the way that you treat them. They've never been treated this way by someone else. They've never been seen the way that you see them. And I feel like you're someone who listens as well. You listen to their problems and help them kind of cope with some of the negative things that they're dealing with in their day-to-day life. We also... we have guide. So maybe when you're listening to their problems, you're also giving them advice as well with this guide card. It says, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself, can place financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So I feel like you're someone who might give spiritual guidance to this person, or just general everyday guidance. And they kind of, maybe they sought you out initially for that, but even if they didn't, it's like you guys were good friends or close friends, and they were comfortable enough to confide in you with their daily issues and what's going on in their day-to-day life. Outside of this connection, outside of this friendship or relationship or acquaintanceship, whatever it may be. However, I feel like there's still a fear of this person. They're afraid they're going to reveal too much. They're scared they're going to tell you too much whenever you two are talking and they are expressing how they feel to you, and they're expressing, what this person said to them, or how this person made them feel, or how, their day went. Whatever it is, they're afraid they're going to reveal too much and let you know accidentally that they do have feelings for you. Look at this. Let go of control issues. That is strictly for them. We also have codependency. Codependency kind of ties in with that damsel in distress card, because it does talk about romance by illusion. And codependency is kind of an illusory type of love. So I'm not saying this person doesn't have true feelings for you. However, they may have a tendency to fall into very addictive, toxic patterns when they are in connections where they lose themselves, they lose their identity, and give too much of themselves in a relationship. And I feel like that's where they're afraid of losing control. And that's where this let go of control issues kind of comes into play. In order for this to really manifest into something more, I feel like they are going to have to let go of that fear of losing control. We have girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, and having fun. I feel like this girl talk is all about the connection you two have. It doesn't feel, for most of you, some of you may be in a relationship with this person. For most of you, I feel like this is just your friends, classmates, coworkers, something like that. And it's just like just lighthearted conversation most of the time, unless you're kind of counseling this person or giving them advice or guidance. We also have twin flames, yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. So this person may feel like you are someone who's going to play a significant role in their life, or someone who already has, someone they are meant to meet, someone who they are fated and destined to meet, and they feel like you two do complement each other. However, I feel like they still feel like, even though you complement each other, you're on different levels. Like you're still like on a pedestal. You're a step above, well, more than one step. You're several steps above them. As though they have a lot of growing to do, especially with respect to their emotional intelligence. We have the hummingbird, miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. This person finds so much comfort and peace in your presence. And I feel like you have this light that kind of shines out into the world and shines to other people as well and brings them joy and happiness. But this person is just floored by the light that you bring to them. We also have the giraffe, the visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path, Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. In order for this person to love openly and more confidently and with a big heart, I feel like they have a big heart and it's full of love for you. However, I do feel like this person has this fear of intimacy, and they lack self-worth. And in order to be able to come to you and provide you with that big heart that they do have, to give it to you fully and wholly, they are going to have to step into a more confident role. I'm seeing kind of like the lion, or like in this deck, or the strength card. But we have the phoenix, all about rebirth, leveling up, ascending. This person is going to have to really change and ground themselves and understand who they truly are. We have insecurity, gossip, and wisdom. Can you see this way over here? Yeah, awesome. So insecurity, and we have a little devil here. And see how that devil, I don't know if you can see how the devil is kind of attaching itself energetically to their heart. This person is so scared of what other people will think, scared of what other people will say, scared about loss, losing control, as well as losing you. They fear that if they let you get too close, they're going to lose you, and then that is something they will never be able to come back from. And with this gossip card, it's interesting to me that it's right here, close to her heart chakra as well, which this is green for the heart chakra, and the heart is here as well in this root chakra card. So I would say this person's having an imbalance between their root and heart chakras. Like their heart, their feelings, their emotions, their compassion that they have doesn't drive them, because they are experiencing so much fear, insecurity, and just ego issues. I don't feel like they're very angry. It's just there's a lack of self-worth and a lack of identity, which is also tied to some other lower chakras. But because they don't have that stable connection to their self, they are very insecure about everything from finances to emotional loss to physical loss, just afraid of everything. So there is a big fear about other people talking about you two. So I feel like they're afraid that with gossip and wisdom, they're afraid that someone's going to say something and reveal their feelings to you, and they feel that it's no one's place to do that but their own. They don't want anyone else to tell you how they feel. They want to do it themselves when the time is right and when they get the confidence, because they want you to know, because they are hoping for something more with you, but they want to be able to tell you with confidence. They want to tell you when they feel stable, when they feel more emotionally mature. We have expect miracles. We also have nothing will come of this situation, courage, and a messenger. So I feel like the nothing will come of this situation has to do with this person's energy specifically, like the way they're going about things. They're getting in their own way. Okay, they're stopping themselves from being able to have this happy connection with you. So the more they stand in their own way, the more they refuse to open up their heart and open up their emotions to you, the more this is going to block anything from manifesting between the two of you. Now, there is a chance for this person to let go of control, open their heart up, and express these emotions to you. They want to. That's why this Page of Cups is here. They want to tell you. However, they're holding themselves back. But I do see that there is an opportunity that's coming up, probably within the coming weeks or months, for this person to express these feelings to you. It may be on a full moon when energies and emotions are running high and they kind of just blurt it out and throw it out in the open and wait for you to say something. So I do feel like with the Expect Miracles card, try to stay in a positive mindset. If you're wanting something with this person, I wouldn't stress over it. I wouldn't put energy that's negative out into the universe. I would just focus on being at peace and being in that receiving mode where you're open to receive that type of message from this person and those emotions from this person. This person is trying to build their courage. What was I saying? The lion. I have felt that lion coming through. Strength, courage, pride. this person is trying to take the steps they need in order to build their confidence and come forward to you. We have so many birds on this card as well, which are messengers, right? We have this messenger card with the page. They want to tell you. I do feel like there is a strong chance of this person expressing their feelings within the coming weeks or months. Probably before February for most of you, because they're sick of these obstacles. They're sick of these blocks. This elephant is here showing that they're building up the courage and strength to break through those obstacles rather than letting them get in their way and just sitting there wondering, well, what can I do? I can't do anything, you know. This is in my way. I'm not going to do anything about it. Oh, I just realized we even have messenger on this card. It literally says messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. So again, this person is, I feel like this person is going to actually receive a divine message from their angels or their higher self, from spirit, from the creator, that is telling them this is why you need to open up to this person. Because again, I was saying that this person's very intuitive. Maybe not as intuitive as you, but they do still have that intuition that they're, you know, trying to build and trying to trust. And with this messenger card right here, I feel like they're going to be getting, it's like they're going to get a message and then they're going to give you a message because they received a message. It's about sending a message. So let's see if we can get some advice for you. I'm feeling 2. Okay. Okay, there's 3. Never mind. Okay, we have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. And then we have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So I'm just going to reiterate what I said earlier. It's about being in that receiving mode, letting go and just letting it happen, because this is going to move towards you as long as both of you stand back, stand out of the way, and allow the divine to kind of work through this. I feel like it's more so on your person's part. The divine's needing to work through them, but you also have to do your part and stay in that receiving mode. Don't overthink things. Don't obsess over it. Just expect that this person is going to message you and tell you that they do have feelings for you, and expect that they'll do it within a timely manner, because it's most likely going to happen for most of you. And the thing with the law of attraction is be okay with it if it's not. Have that energy where, oh, if they don't call me, I'm fine. If they don't tell me they love me, I'm fine. And the universe will bring it to you anyway, right? That's how it works, which is kind of frustrating. But it is the universe. So we also have go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune into the wonderful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. So maybe some of you need to go outside and meditate in the grass, or if it's not too cold, I know it's cold right now at the time this is being posted. I'm also seeing so many cards on, or so many colors on this card. So maybe you need like a full chakra cleanse or balancing as well. To kind of clear and balance your energy, because we do also have this card saying do something to change your energy. So maybe your overall energy really needs a cleansing and a shift, and something like that might just kind of push you into that receiving energy and that clear energy, and that will give you the peace that you need to move forward with this person. All right, group 3, that is your reading for today. If you did enjoy this, please go ahead and subscribe to this video. If you're interested in personal readings, I also offer those on my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description box below. I will see you guys in the next reading.